Hey y'all, welcome back as always, right? We're happy to be here. This week is going to be a little interesting. We're going to talk a little bit about our journey, but specifically the reasons why we stopped drinking and smoking, right?
Yep.
Now, we did it for clarity purposes, but don't you know,
Okay.
we found out some...
Let's not spill the tea yet, all right? Before we go ahead and dive deeper, why don't you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button? Like, you know, we do drop videos like this every single week. And
Yes,
we
we do.
certainly appreciate y'all's support and your continued support.
Yes.
Now, what is the tea?
Okay. So, and if we knew this, we
Okay.
obviously would have quit much sooner
Yeah,
because it
long
made so
time
much
ago.
sense.
Exactly.
So basically, drugs and alcohol are linked to what? I mean, we probably have heard it
Yeah.
before on a more religious perspective, but
Okay.
let's add in some more, you know what I mean, logics into it to help you
Okay.
understand.
From a view of spirituality and like science.
Yes.
To help back the religion. Because like you said, we always grew up with, oh, you shouldn't drink, you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do that.
There's spirits and things like that, but there weren't real solid explanations for how that could be, right?
Yeah.
And since we have, you know, smoked in the past and we did drink in the past, we can come from a place of experience. And
Yes.
for like, you know, to fact check, oh, okay, so it said it
This
would do
is-
this to you, and this does happen. You know what I mean?
That part. So before we even dive in, right, let's take a look at alcohol and what the root meaning of it is, right? Alcohol, from the Arabic language and also from cultures of Latin root origin. Alcohol is body-eating spirit. And then so when we break down and look at certain type of alcohol, like vodka, literally
Now,
means-
and exactly, and to zoom in on the body-eating spirit stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let's bring science into it. What does alcohol do to your brain cells?
okay, destroy it, right?
It destroys it. You literally
Eat it up.
lose pieces of your brain cells,
Yeah.
and you lose pieces of your comprehension and other things that you need in order to function properly. And it does, and the more, you know, you do it over time, the more severe it is, right? And
It's
you
literally breaking
eventually
down
lose
your
your
body.
mind. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like your liver, the gray matters in your brain, like your brain cells, all of that. So, body eating spirit. When you break it down like that, it's just
Yes.
like, well, darn, like what am I really, you know,
Why are we
involving
giving
myself
ourselves up like that?
into,
Like
right?
your free meal. What?
I'm not feeding any type of spirits in my body.
No. No demons over here, okay?
That's a no. So breaking it down into some type of different alcohols that we're very much used to, right? Vodka. I'd be like, oh, take a shot of vodka. I used to
What?
be drinking vodka.
I was heavy on vodka because I love my dirty martini.
Girl, you must repent.
And I did repent, all right?
And so it literally means spirit. So when we're drinking vodka, when we're drinking all these type of different alcohol, we're inviting these spirits into our body. Now, recently, right, because you're a vodka drinker, I was gin. Oh, let me get my gin and tonic. Let me
Okay.
get some gin and this.
And you know, let's be more, you know, like technical with this, guys. So like, because we went into a whole thing about like different drinks to order, right? And how they classified each of the drinks based on their personality and how it makes you act or
yeah.
whatever the case might be. But we
That's
never
very
thought
true.
to think those are the personalities of the very spirits that we're drinking and consuming.
That part, right? So gin and tonic, right, was like, I guess deemed to be like the whatever cool,
The fun, cool, cool girl.
type of drink. And now gin is an actual mythical creature in numerous religions and different cultures, right? And gin is a malevolent spirit. Malevolent spirit. They are invisible creatures. They can change their body at will, right? So normally you probably would see them in the form of a snake, scorpions, lizard, but they also take the form of humans.
Yes.
And so you will see them and they are like little tricksters and can even go ahead and trick you to reproducing with them, right? And then that's the whole letting them consume your body part comes in.
Yes.
And now you're out here having little, you know, little rendezvous
Demon babies.
rendezvous with spirits, with malevolent spirits.
Yes. Now it's funny you say that they shapeshift into like snakes and other, you know, stuff like that, because you know that reminded me of the one video I saw going around about Megan Thee Stallion when she tried this alcoholic drink overseas.
Yeah.
And there was an actual snake inside the alcohol bottle.
Oh my gosh, yeah, when she was over in, I think in Asia, like Japan or something.
Yeah, Thailand or something?
No, I think it was Japan.
Oh.
Yeah. But still, yeah. Because she was doing her little tour back there with anime. That's how I know.
Yes, and that's right. And then, she just wanted to try it and how it tasted bitter or whatever. And it just makes me think, like, think of all of the other drinks you're consuming. None of you is ever there watching it being made. Yes. And if we actually watch the process of alcohol being made, it probably resembles witchcraft or other type of, ritualistic, magic ritualistic stuff. They're putting, and even things simple like cigarettes. I mean, there's rat poison in it. Why don't you think they put these things in there? Like, why do you think they do that? It's all part of like rituals and just manifesting demons, and then these labels literally become the name of the demon as that they are selling, right?
That part.
And then we wonder why we're so addicted.
Tell them.
Right? That's the physical world's name for it. Oh, I'm so addicted. When you get that, feeling of wanting to drink or feeling of wanting to smoke or whatever the case might be, that is the spirit calling you to feed it some more. Like, okay.
That part.
Like, hey, drink.
Okay. And like you said, we used to drink in the past.
Yes.
And speaking of personal experience, I know at times way back, back then, when I used to go and drink and at the bar, and you could just tell the energy over there is dark, eerie, dense. Even though the music was loud and busting, right?
People
were
are
dancing,
the illusion of having fun, but nobody has control over themselves, and they're slumbering all over the place. And you think that that's just the side effect of the alcohol. That's the side effect of the spirit, like affecting you right now. You know what I mean?
And especially when you go into that zone and you do black out, right, from the over drinking, and then you like, oh my gosh, a time was had last night, right? I don't remember what right? Well, you don't remember, but that spirit certainly does.
It does, and it will be calling you next weekend, if not every night. Okay, honey.
Let's check it now.
Seriously, like, and when I stopped drinking too, like, for a while, like, I started to really study, like, okay, what would make me get the urges to drink? Because I don't even like the taste of alcohol. No, nobody does. Okay, it's disgusting. And we certainly don't need it to have fun. So why do people just want to drink it and want to consume it? And so one time I was staring at this bottle of alcohol, and I could have sworn I heard whispers. All right, call me cuckoo if you want to. That's on you. Drink that gin, girl, if you really think it's worth it. But that's why oftentimes, we do stupid things during that moment. But, the next morning we're like, oh, but it's okay though. We had fun. Right. So we can just forget the stupid stuff that we did, right? The immoral things that you might have done. Yeah. The things that you wouldn't have done if you hadn't drank. Yeah. It's giving the influence of that spirit. Okay.
Yes.
And
not to mention, like you said, the physical effect it does have on your body the day after. I mean, yes, when you're younger, right? You're like 18, even though you shouldn't be, whatever, right? We know those days. You bounce back so quick. Well, the older you get, right? Not as much, but you do then realize the effect it is happening on your body
over time, right?
Yeah, the migraines, the haziness, the dried up, feel like your parts foreverly parts, like.
Yes. So what it's actually doing, because we're not going to get into that too deep, but basically alcohol and certain drugs especially are considered like luciferous drugs, okay? And alcohol, especially, ranging from weed all the way up to heroin, okay? What these drugs do is they pull your etheric body further away from your physical body, making you open to other spirits to inhabit it. That's why during those moments, people are doing just odd things, just crazy things.
Things out of character.
Right. And I even remember the first time I smoked weed. Because, like, literally when it says, like, it pulls your etheric body out of your physical.
Yeah.
I felt that because it just felt like I zoomed out.
Yeah.
Right? Zoomed out of myself. And now I'm spacey. And I just can't get a grip of what my physical body's doing.
Okay. And guys, we talked about weed in the past in our other several videos, which I can link up. But that feeling, that synthetic drug now, because it is, let's be honest, it's what's being pumped out there. The smoking of it and what it does to your body, I can definitely relate, right? Because it's such a dense atmosphere.
Yes.
There's a reason why you're lethargic and you're slow moving and everything is like so slow and dense. We're literally leaving our normal plane of existence.
Exactly.
And going,
up to cloud 9. All right? Because literally you are just floating above, your consciousness is floating above the body. And so whatever else is close is able to influence you.
Yeah.
And to act in certain ways, whether it's just like negatively, emotionally, whether it's just odd sexual behavior. It just influences you on so many different levels than you would have if you were in your right mind.
Exactly. And, so that is our journey with it. I mean, I'm sure you have some stories too, like whether when we have bad highs, right?
Yeah.
When like those hangover moments. There's a reason why your body is rejecting it, and you're not wanting to connect with your gut instincts of why, because of that addictive feeling. We have heard excuses from all over of why people do it. It helps me sleep. I have this. I have that.
It's bull crap. You guys can cure these things with your sound mind, okay? And just being centered in your own body and your chakras and everything. You can do those things alone. You don't need the influence of drugs or alcohol to help you get into those restful states. You were born knowing how to do it. Listen to yourselves. If it's not excuses, I don't know what you consider excuses, because literally you were born with the capability to solve all your problems.
That part.
All right? And it's just when we thinking about these Lucifer's drugs and alcohol, it's the party stuff,
Yeah.
It's the parties.
And notice how TV and Hollywood always make it so like
fun and enticing.
Exactly. Pulling you in, seducing. But it's kind of like, anything that's good for you, do we really need to be seduced into it?
That part, I think, will just be naturally drawn. You don't have to go overboard to convince us. And really, guys, like Cat Williams was saying, you got to say no to Diddy.
You got no Diddy, okay?
No Diddy. Don't go to those parties, okay?
When Lucifer wants to party with you, you got
to say no.
No Diddy.
All right? We're not doing that, all right?
Not at all.
We know better these days. We're not going to put ourselves in that moment and these environments to really allow ourselves and our guards to just be down and allow our bodies to be influenced. We're here. We're given this wonderful physical body. Take care of it.
Definitely, right? Because it is that vehicle that our etheric body is residing in to help us be the best person that we can be out there. Now,
and the other thing that helps me navigate, as far as like the things that are good for you and the things that are bad for you, and we're already saying no to drugs and alcohol, but the more trickier things, right? The things that help me decipher is, normally, what happens the next morning after you sober up from these drugs and alcohol? You feel drained.
Yeah.
It literally sucks part of your life force to the point where you have to go into rest mode to get your energy back. Anything that's good for you, like healthy eating, it gives you energy. It doesn't take energy away from you.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So be mindful of that. What drains you? Drugs, alcohol, people, places, whatever. But focusing on drug and alcohol, it's draining you. So definitely get rid of that and put some stuff in your body to more, revitalize you and give you that energy that your body needs.
That's it.
So we're not here to judge anyone's journey. Like I said, we've been there and we've done that. We're here to help you navigate and enlighten you on these, mythical creatures that are inhabiting your body and causing you to act out of character.
Yeah. That's it. We're just helping you. And hopefully, we drop some hints and some tips that might have helped you. And if you've had similar experiences as far as how drugs and alcohol affects you and how it connects to demonic or spiritual beings, definitely drop it in the comments.
Definitely, yeah, we'd like to hear that. And how long have you been sober? Are you sober? What drove you to be sober in your journey? Let us know also, because we'd love to hear it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and in this world, it's not easy to be sober, but nothing easy is worth, if it comes easy, it's not worth having, right? So go out there, my sober people, my sober tribe, right? And be the best you that you can be.
Exactly. And our job is what? To help you navigate
right back to your soul.
Okay. All right, y'all.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.